there. Hello, welcome back to the Lotus Reiki Healer. Today we are doing another video for the spooky season edition, spooky truths that we're talking about. Anyway, today we are doing your witchy intuition, your manifestation powers, and just like a witchy spread, so that you can tap into your more mystical being self. And so we have 3 piles. These are our indicators: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And we're going to start with number 1 being the explore more. And so let's get into it. All right. And so I did do a spread. So here we go. All right. Pile number 1. Let's talk about the stuff. Pile number 1. The first question is the cards that describe your witchy powers. And so we have 2 cards, which is the Queen of Swords and the 8 of Swords. And so what I feel like your witchy powers are, pile 1, I feel like your witchy powers are to maybe have a level head, and like a logical mind through hard times. You may be someone who handles difficult situation, task, obstacles very well. Or at least that's how you come off. But I feel like these are your witchy powers, so it's not necessarily how you're perceived. But yes, so you may be a lot more level-headed than others around you, especially during turbulent times. You may be someone who can transmute, feelings of anxiety. Like maybe you work really well under pressure is also what I'm getting, for sure. And so how can you embrace your mystical being self? Let's see. Okay, so we got the 4 of coins. And so what I feel like that means is that you could like minimize the amount of, anxious situations around you. Like, I don't see the Hermit, but it's low-key, like, as a combination. It gives me that you may reserve your energy, and you may even, like, be very... Independent is a word, for sure, but I also feel like you could be someone who keeps to yourself often, because the way that you embrace your mystical self is by like maintaining a level of calm and maintaining a level of like peace or even tranquility that can't be necessarily found very easily outside of yourself, which is why you are, your witchy powers are what they are. Here, let me see if this one was okay. Nope, this was the next one. How can I practice my magic, or a way that I can practice magic? So we got the 9 of Cups, and I love the 9 of Cups, just period. But let's see what it's saying. What am I getting from the 9 of Cups as a way that you could practice your magic? This is what I'm getting, but this is also like, there's a word that I like to use, and it's like projection check. Like I'm just checking myself. This is what I'm getting. I feel like there are witches that came before you that want to be acknowledged, in ways that we acknowledge our ancestors, our spirit team, our spirit guides, and or like the deities that we work with. And you may work with deities already, you may not. This could be very new. 10:55 on the clock. I feel like your spirit team, your witchy support system, want alcohol or water. Like you can give offerings as a practice. And I think that that's a very simple way. And I'm telling myself it's simple, but girl, why you ain't did it yet? Why haven't you done it? Anyway, this ain't about me. And again, it's definitely, it could be something that I'm projecting. But let's see if there's another way to consider it. I just saw this sticker it's not one of our indicators, but it is from the pile that I picked the indicators from. 4, 5, 6 was on the clock. Anyway, I feel like this is confirmation that your spirit team wants you to give, because there's certain things that they can do on the spirit realm that you necessarily can't do, and or you can aid them in supporting your work, right? Your power, you're practicing your magic. They're like, okay, give us something, fuel us up, maybe even, it's just like a give and take. They can do and move stuff in the spiritual realm for you, but they're going to need some type of offering, right? Some reciprocity for their contribution. How can you gain more knowledge about, witchiness? I love this. What I'm picking up, pile 1, is that it's a lot of 4s here. This is the 4 of Cups. And what I'm picking up is to ignore ideas projected onto you. Like the cup that's being offered in the cup that's being offered in the 4 of Cups. And you could be getting unsolicited advice, or like I'm seeing, like I said, I was like a cup. It's like I'm seeing people offering you a cup of their opinion, coming from maybe a good place, but they're coming also with unnecessary, or their energy, like we said in the first part of like what makes your powers. You do your own thing. You maintain the energy around yourself, and you have a support team. I can feel that and pick that up incredibly. But I think that what they would want you to do is to listen to the same stories and the same, like, go the same route as they have been told to go, whereas you're being encouraged to explore more. And so how can you gain more knowledge about your how can you gain more witchy knowledge is by ignoring the intrusive thoughts, but also the intrusive opinions that you're not even asking for. In fact, it may be that you need to explore more and seek the knowledge instead of avoiding it because you've been told, or you're being like fear mongered into not doing it. And so then then the next question is, how can I be of service to others? So how can you be of service to others? Because it's not about me, it's about y'all. And so how can you be of service to others? We got the Magician, we have the 6 of Pentacles, and we have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. So I really love this. I think that it confirms what we just said. With the Magician card and the 6 of Pentacles card, it feels like you're meant to share what it is that you're practicing. And it feels like you're meant to, one, give, right? Give and take. We talked about that when it came to how can you practice your magic. So definitely by giving to your spirit team. But I also think that in return, your spirit team is going to make you a less burdened person. And that will result in you becoming someone who is an influence to other people about what it is that you do know and what it is that you do practice. That way, people will be able to tap into it for themselves or decide that they want to discover more themselves. And so it's like this, as you give to your spirit team is going to give to you, and it is going to make a difference to the people around you because they're going to want to become less burdened. They're going to want to tap into the understandings that you've tapped into, and then that's when you'll be able to be of service to them. Okay, so continue to learn, pile 1. Happy Halloween. Happy spooky season. I do want to talk 2 more questions about how you can use your intuition. Well, yes, how you can use your intuition and what it is you're manifesting right now. Spirit, can you tell us, Spirit, Pile 1, how they could use their intuition more, and jeez, and what they're manifesting right now. What are you manifesting with your powers already? What are you manifesting right now with your powers already? Bam. Okay. Here, let's see. Okay, and so how you could use your intuition more, we got 9 of Pentacles, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So I think that this is telling me, you know, it's just a reiteration of what we just said. Continue to learn, continue to act on whatever it is that you are learning. Don't be afraid to gain new knowledge. Don't be afraid to work with your spirit team with the knowledge that you gain. I just saw 1103, which is one of my ancestors' date of birth. You're going to gain knowledge is what I'm getting. You're going to be getting downloads is what I'm getting. This has the capability of turning you into someone who's very resourceful, very independent, very abundant. So I almost said stop, which could be a projection. Stop being afraid to put to use the knowledge that you have, because, or even the downloads that you're getting, because they are divinely guided. What are you manifesting? Let me say this, clock it.
Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T.
What I'm getting is, it's very possible that with you ignoring so far whatever downloads you've been getting, I don't know where that accent came from or whatever. What I'm saying is, we got the 9 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Swords in the upright. What I'm picking up is you're having I think that it's saying that you're focused, you're picking up and gravitating to you what it is that you're focused on. And with that being said, it is a lot of, I'm seeing possible jealousy. I'm seeing also there's energies of testing your resolve, testing your perseverance, whereas the intuition is kind of wanting to guide you to a more higher vibration. And so when I said stop ignoring and stop, going against whatever your intuition is telling you, what you're being divinely guided to, you may be creating hardship based on your resistance to what it is that's trying to come in from your spirit team. So give them people some offerings. Heard. And so I hope that helped you, pile 1. We're going to move on to pile 2. All right, pile 2. If you chose have the time of your life, this is your reading. So let's talk about it. Okay, have time of your life. This is a card that describes your witchy power. So I feel like with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, so the 8 of Wands is fast movement. It also could be communication. What else? Things coming in from a distance. So how does this card describe your witchy powers? Maybe things come in slow. Have the time of your life. But I also feel like it's not a bad thing. With have the time of your life, it almost feels like you're supposed to smell the roses, right? Spirit, can I get a clarifier for the I'm gonna have to put my phone on D because I can just see what's going on here. Yeah, okay. I feel like have the time of your life, the Hanged One. I'm gonna have to put my phone on D&D. Give me 1 second, because I'm already... Okay. I just feel like your witchy powers here are involving evaluation, as well as like, it's like the details, right? Because I think when you're talking about the 8 of Pentacles, I'm so sorry. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We're talking about the 8 of Wands. We're also, my clarifiers are the Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. And so it feels like when the Knight of Pentacles is like moving forward to something, it's a very slow moving, detailed processing process. It's not fast. It also has with the Hangman, it also feels like you have the ability to shape people's mindset or encourage them to adapt a mindset. Maybe you have the ability to influence. Let's see if there's another yeah, with the Queen of Cups in the back, and the right, and the Queen of Cups would be not the slowest energy, right? It just goes with the flow. Is there anything else for us to know? Because I want to help you. What's another fact about pile 2's witchy powers? What's another card that describes? Yeah, it's very healing. Maybe it is very out of this world, right? And that would support the perspective. I think that you have the ability with the Star card and the 3 of Pentacles, and then there's the Magician under it. I just feel like you have the ability to, I heard increase, I heard encourage, just a different perspective. You have an outer world appearance is what I heard. And I feel like it makes people slow down and change their perspectives that they may have otherwise been too quick to come to other conclusions with. 222 on the clock. All right. So how can you embrace yourself as a mystic? Give me a second. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Let me say this. I think that if you're not already... Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If you're not already aware of this energy and this information, then it could be very possible that you're wanting things to move faster, like at a faster pace than they do. And so the question here is, how can you embrace yourself as a mystical being? I'm just getting that you can learn to embrace the journey, embrace the cycles that you find yourself in. I'm not sure why the camera's dancing. I don't know. Here, let me see. Yeah, I feel that very strongly, is that you can learn to embrace the cycle that you find yourself in, because you're wherever you are for a very divine reason, for a very healing reason to those outside of yourself. And I want to say that I bet that that's going to come up in how you can be of service to others. So now let's hear about the ways you could practice your magic. So we got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. And so what I'm getting with that is that you may be having your hands in a lot of different things. You may be juggling so many things. You may think that the more you juggle, the better, right? We talked about 8 of Pentacles. I mistakenly said that when I was referring to the 8 of Wands. What I'm picking up is that in the things that you do, in the things you're skilled at, in the things that you're working on, there is no need to speed through the process. There is no need, there is no accuracy in thinking that the more you do, the faster you do, that the better things will turn out, or right, like that you will have some type of benefit. Because I think that there's cycles, again, that you're supposed to experience. There's people that you're supposed to influence. There's things that are going on around you that you may not be aware of, but you're necessary in those spaces. Those spaces are necessary for you to be in. And so slow down is what I'm getting. And so then the next question is, how can you gain more witchy knowledge? Ooh, some pentacles, and they're both upright. We got the 8 of Pentacles and we have the 7 of Pentacles. And so, we have, I'm feeling like it's important to do the work. Do work, period. Like, do witchy work. Maybe be patient with the work you've already done. I think that you are supposed to be developing witchy skills. What's another reason why the 7 of Pentacles would come out? And I love the sequence of it, for sure. Right? And it's funny, we talked about the 8 of Pentacles and it ended up coming out. What can you do to gain more witchy knowledge? 7 of Pentacles. I think, right, because it's like doing the work, but the 7 of Pentacles also sows and then he reaps, right? He's also sometimes, evaluating the work that he's done. He or she, this isn't gender specific, but I'm talking about the Rider-Waite tarot deck. Right? So I'm just picking up to develop, gain the skills, gain more witchy knowledge, and then do the witchy stuff. If you're getting downloads and perspectives and communications about things to do it, and then be patient for what the results are. And then finally, how can I be of service to others? What I'm going to say with the 6 of Swords in the upright is to experience change, to experience going with the flow. And I mentioned that I think that I was saying, I think this is going to come back up again. And I'm pretty sure that meant like not being in a rush to get out of certain cycles, because each cycle is relevant. But also going with the flow with how you can help others. Again, not being resistant and not being maybe here wishing you were there. Right? And I think that this is going to act as an influence. Have the time of your life. Have the time of your life where you are, because again, you are where you are for a reason. And the more you exhibit these powers, because this is how you stand out. This is how you engage your witchy powers. The more you do this, the more you're in flow, the better you're going to be able to be of influence for other people to do the same. Right? They're going to discover it and be enthused. They're going to be like, who is this person? What are you? Sure. Do you get it? All right, cool. Now I'm going to ask, what are you manifesting right now? Ooh. Okay. Let me say this. I think what you're manifesting, if you are a man and you're having a hard time going with the flow, I think you're manifesting a breakup. If you are a business owner and we have the King of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. You could be manifesting let me say this. I just feel like these messages are saying, if you're not aware of your power, if you're not operating in your power and doing so productively, that there's a very good chance that you're living and manifesting beneath what it is that you're capable of. And so when I'm seeing the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, and the King of Pentacles with what are you manifesting, I just feel like it could be disappointment if you are not operating in your highest, most frequencied self. And so slow down, go with the flow, gain more knowledge about, how you can be using, like what spiritual work would you like to be doing? What spiritual work in your life could you benefit from? Not just the knowledge, but then put it in work. Be patient with the results. And that's when you're going to start to see and become the influence that you're supposed to be. And I am seeing with the Judgment card that this would be a rebirth for you. This would be a new way of being for you. And so I hope that you have the time of your life. Happy spooky season. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. All right, pile 3, welcome in. If you chose the You Are Amazing sticker, then this is your reading. Today we are talking about your witchy powers. We're talking about embracing your mystical self. We're also going to get into what it is that you're manifesting currently in your current energy. And this is a part of the spooky season edition where we're talking about spooky truths so that we get to the bottom of what's going on. That way we can emerge outside of this season as the best versions of ourselves. Hashtag personal development. All right, so today let's get started. Let's just get started. The first card we're going to talk about is the card that describes your witchy power. So pile 3, your witchy power can be described as the 6 of Cups. And so with the You're Amazing sticker, I just feel like you are a very healing energy to be around. What else? What can I get from that? Yeah, I just think you're a very healing person. Maybe you give good advice. Meal replacement. Oh gosh, yes, that's what I got. And I'm not gonna overdo anything because I want to move on to the other videos so that I can finish this series, because that's just what I want to do. But welcome in, and I'm so glad to have you. So I feel like you're a very healing person to be around. I feel like you've done a lot of healing. I feel like people will say you are amazing. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of picking up that you know that you're a witch. Like you're not like the other piles who, don't necessarily tap into their witchy abilities. I'm picking up with the You Are Amazing. I feel like Spirit is also kind of saying like this person is the bomb.com. All right, and so how can you embrace your mystical side? Give me a second. Bam. Ooh, you can, holy moly, 222 on the clock. You are the bomb.com, and I just said that, but then how you can embrace your mystical side is becoming grounded in the fact that you are amazing. Becoming grounded in the fact that 1, your healing has worked. 2, you are abundant. You may also have and want to start to embrace the fact that there is witchy energy in your bloodline. Like this is your legacy. Embrace this as your legacy, because this is the legacy that you're going to leave behind. Being powerful, being not necessarily a witch, but having powers and using them and tapping into them, not being afraid of them. What else do we got? Ways that you could practice your magic. So the Temperance card is in the reverse, but I don't necessarily feel like it's supposed to be. So moderation. Ooh. Clock that T.
Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T. Clock it. Clock that T.
Clock it. Hey, this is what I'm getting. Like I said, your legacy is supposed to be this. And so what I feel like in the event that this is in the reverse for a reason, you are playing it way too cool, way too small, way too moderate. You acting like a commoner you're acting like a commoner when you are, in fact, amazing. Hello, I didn't make this up. It's here. You're acting like you're okay, right? What's the song? I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. She think that she fucking with me. Is this bitch okay? He said he ain't fucking around. I look at him like, okay. I used to be down bad, but now a bitch okay. You're past okay. You're amazing. And so you should start saying that when people ask you how you're doing, you need to say, I'm amazing. You're amazing. And I think the only way that you are going to be able to embrace all of that is, and practicing it, is by being your amazing self, tapping into it, not shying away from it, and really becoming grounded in it. Like we said, 5:05 on the clock. How can I gain more witchy knowledge? Chariot card. Stop running away from it. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry. This is a very straightforward reading. How can I be of service to others? Let me say this, and this is 10 of Swords in the upright. Shout out to the 10s. I love a 10. A 10 love to see me coming. I love to see a 10 coming. What I'm seeing is there are people or places and things and mindsets, etc., that benefit from you playing it small. Hello? Sick of this shit. Sorry. It was 5. Oh, it's 555. Stop playing it small. Okay? That's what I'm getting. What are you manifesting now? I mean, like I said, this is straightforward, and I would linger, but I really want to be able to see how many videos I can get done between now and the gym. Okay. Pile 3. Excuse me. Pile 3. What are y'all manifesting? Spirit, tell pile 3. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. 7 of Pentacles in the upright talks about someone evaluating, reaping what they sow, like having to wait for things, maybe sowing certain things. Like it's like a gardener who's sowing, but this in the reverse feels like there is no wait. What are you manifesting? Yeah, maybe there is a So with the 7 of Pentacles as well, the pentacle can signify like, stable things, solid things, tangible things. And so what I'm figuring or seeing here is that as you come into the energy that we've discussed, that things are going to speed up. Things are going to maybe become unslow as in comparison to what they were before. Sure. And so that's what I have for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.